My name is Bradley Lynch. In my third year after graduation, while pretending to be a waiter at a restaurant, I happened to run into my classmates having a gathering in a private room. Seeing me in a waiter's uniform, they burst into laughter. My former rival Nathan Warren called me a loser, held out $50 and told me to lick the food crumbs off his shoe. He said, "Lick my shoe clean, and this $50 tip is yours." Even my ex-girlfriend Diana Hunter mocked directly, and this thought that after 2 years you end up looking so pathetic. Who'd be and broke up with you back then? Wouldn't want to be a poor guy's girlfriend to force me to kneel and lick the shoe. Nathan and a few classmates me down and even made me bark like a dog. Diana clapped and laughed, saying, "Bradley, you really look like a dog when you kneel." Later, the restaurant manager Caden Fisher hurried over. Seeing me, he turned pale. "Right, Mr. Lynch, are you okay?" With blood all over my head, I pointed at everyone in the private room and said, "Today, no one is leaving this room." On the play, my assistant suggested, "Mr. Lynch, today is your father's birthday. I might surprise him by dressing up as a waiter to deliver his birthday cake." I said, "Sure, let's make my dad happy." Right after getting off the plane, I went with my assistant to a popular restaurant owned by my company. With a few of my innovation, this restaurant has topped the dining charts for 3 consecutive years. Countless influencers and celebrities come to visit, and business is booming. As soon as I changed into the waiter's uniform at the restaurant and was about to rehearse, I suddenly heard a commotion at the entrance. Swirling around, I saw a group of young people laughing and chatting as they walked in. "This really is the city's top restaurant. It looks so luxurious." "Yeah, thanks to Mr. Warren treating us, we got the chance to come to such a high-end play." "Come on, he's not treating us. It's clearly all for Diana." Hearing the name Diana, I was momentarily stunned. That was my ex-girlfriend's name. Then I suddenly turned around, instinctively looking toward the crowd, and unconsciously called out her name. The crowd paused and quickly looked my way. Sure enough, standing around in the center was my ex-girlfriend Diana. The one called Mr. Ward was none other than Nathan, who used to oppose me in everything back then. I felt a bit emotional. After all, it had been 3 years since I last saw her. I was about to step forward to say hello when Nathan blocked Diana. "Isn't this Bradley Lynch, the guy who was always top of the class back then? Why are you working as a waiter now?" He stared at my waiter uniform with a face full of disdain. I quietly looked at him. Back in school, Nathan always targeted me because he was jealous of my good grades and good looks. 3 years after graduation, he still hasn't changed and continues to chug at me everywhere. I sighed helplessly. "I'm not a waiter. This restaurant is." Nathan interrupted me. "Why won't you admit it? Do you also think it's embarrassing?" He deliberately interrupted me in front of Diana, and his mocking tone made the other classmates laugh at me as well. I didn't expect this group to still be so childish after all this time since graduation. I took a deep breath and explained, "You misunderstood, Nathan. I'm not a waiter. I'm just wearing the uniform temporarily." I told it and explained clearly. With laughter erupted from the crowd. Diana and his friend Rudy Reed stepped away, pushed me aside and mocked, "You're such a good actor, huh? Temporarily wearing a waiter's uniform? You're clearly just scared to admit how miserable you are now because Diana's here, right? After all, when she dumped you back then, you begged downstairs for 3 days. There you rubies were." I instinctively looked at Diana. She glared at me with disgust and affectionately linked arms with Nathan. She said weirdly, "You're not planning to cling to me again, are you? Stop dreaming. Nathan is my boyfriend now."